The answer to your question is yes. I am drinking iced coffee out of a red Solo cup. Cheers, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you guys all about my September reading plans. I know we're already almost halfway through September, but I'm filming this kind of in the beginning. Hopefully I can get it up to you fast so we can all make our reading plans together. I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about each book that I plan to read. A couple of them I've actually already finished, so I mean, that's a great start, right? I'm also, at the end of this video, going to talk to you guys a little bit about my video making plans for YouTube. I have 3 videos that for sure are going to happen this month, and then everything else is, if it happens, great. If not, then we can always do it another month. So get cozy, get a comfy sweatshirt or blanket, get your coffee or tea, water, drink water too, because water is important, and let's get into the books. Another quick comment I'd like to make before we get into the video and the books is a quick disclaimer that just because I mention a book or say I'm going to read a book does not mean that I recommend it. And I say this because people have seen me post things on my Instagram of just like a stack of books with that book in it, or me mentioning that I'm hoping to read it this month. And then they'll read it and then they'll message me and say, why did you recommend that book to me without telling me any of the content warnings? And the answer is, because I didn't. I don't recommend books without content warnings if I feel it's necessary. When you know a book is good to read from me, you will hear it from my mouth. You will hear it in my review that I write. That's all I'm gonna say. Full disclaimer. The first book on my list for my September TBR is The Road to Paradise Island by Veronica Holt. Victoria Holt. Get it together, Hannah. By Victoria Holt. This is a book recommended to me by my mother-in-law, who obviously knows me so well. I just finished it 2 days ago, and I'm not going to say too much about my thoughts on it because I'm actually doing a reading vlog, and this is one of the books in that reading vlog. So if you want to hear my thoughts, go ahead and hop over there. But basically, it's about a woman named Annalise Mallory who discovers something from her ancestor in her very, very old house, which sends her on an adventure across the world to find this mysterious island called Paradise Island. Sorry, it's all glary. But yeah, if you want to hear me talk about that, go ahead and watch that vlog when it comes out, because you can't know my thoughts yet. I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat. The next book I plan to read in the month of September is also for the same reading vlog that one is in, and it is called The Sunlit Night by Rebecca Dinerstein? I'm not super sure. This book was recommended to me by my sister-in-law, Katie, and if you're catching a theme, yes, that reading vlog is all about books recommended to me by my family members, and this is one of them. So I don't know a whole lot about what this is about, but essentially I think it's about a young couple, Francis and Yasha, who fall in love, maybe, and go on adventures together. They're kind of, what it's sounding like is a mix between contemporary fiction and romance. Katie, if I'm butchering that, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. I'm actually picking this up next, so we'll talk about it later, I guess. The next book on my TBR, I actually picked up earlier this month with some birthday money, because you know, if you know me, you know that I'm going to be spending my birthday money on books. I mean, is it a question? No, it's not a question. Or it is, but the answer is always yes. Is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey is a romance author that I have heard of. I've never read her books. I don't really know what to expect, but it sounds like this gal, Piper, is kind of a high-end, ritzy influencer, and she gets into some trouble, is sent to a small town in Washington kind of as a punishment from her father to kind of get her stuff together, get herself figured out. And that's when she meets, I really don't know that much about this book. That's where she meets Brendan, who is a fisherman, I believe, and romance ensues. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up. I hope I can this month because it's still summer right now, but it's not going to be summer for much longer. So hopefully I can get to this one. The next book I'm picking up is actually going to be a slight reread. It's called The Dip by Seth Godin. And I don't think I've read it all the way through, but I have read a portion of it. It's not super long. I don't know why I put it down to pick it up. Yeah, it's literally less than 80 pages. It's 76 pages, Hannah. If you can't read this month, who are you? What's your problem? Essentially, this book is about when you're in your business and you kind of hit a rough patch, or you have the initial excitement and then you have a drop down in, sales, interaction, whatever it is. And a lot of times that's when business owners decide to quit. And this is saying, this is the subtitle. It says, a little book that teaches you when to quit and when to stick. So I love Seth Godin. I have read a couple other of his books, again, very small, but I'm looking forward to picking this one up and reading it to the completion this month. Another book I hope to get to either in September or October, because, this is the thrilling, spooky season. I don't know what that was. Let's just move past it. It's Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering. And this is a book that I got in my Book of the Month box earlier this year. I think it was like March, maybe? I don't know. But I still haven't picked it up. Basically, I think what it's about is a woman who's engaged to a man and she kind of has icky feelings about him. Yeah, the back says 1 love story, 2 marriages. Oh, okay. 3 versions of the truth. Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe I won't love this one. My prediction is that I may not love it. I've heard mixed things about it. And now that I know it contains disloyalty in a relationship or marriage, I don't tend to like that in books. So I'm excited to give it a try. We'll see what I think. I've never read this author before, so there's that. The next book I plan on reading this month, for sure in September, because I have a goal to read 2 business books and productivity books this month, is Deep Work by Cal Newport. I do have the physical copy, although I'm not super sure where it is. Oh, here it is. Found it. And I actually am about a third of the way in, like right about there. So I am looking forward to finishing this one. It is very, very good so far. I did end up putting it down last month because I was going through an online course and I just really was feeling so distracted. Like, I want to do part of it today, part of this today, part of this today, and I just decided, let's step back, do the course, then you can focus on reading the biz book next. So that's why I put it down and I haven't picked it back up yet, but I do want to finish it this month in September, so that I can finish my goal of reading 2 business books this month. It's essentially a book arguing for deep work, how to work in a distraction-filled world, how to not work shallowly anymore, meaning like only doing minimum to get by and not really, hitting your goals as deeply or as hard as you want. I'm really butchering that, but it's basically what it's about. The next book I look forward to reading this month is an audiobook. It's called The Woman Code by Alyssa Vitti. I have been really eager to read this book for months now. I hear about it all the time on business podcasts, female business owner podcasts, all of those things. Essentially, men, you might want to close your ears. Essentially, I believe she talks about how to be productive as a woman, how to utilize each section of your cycle to the fullest in regards to productivity, weight loss, muscle gain, eating, all of the things. So I'm really excited to listen to this one, and it's on audio, which is perfect because I can listen to it on the way to work and back. I'm not really sure why I put this book here because I'm already almost done with it, so I technically should have put it at the beginning. It's called The Negotiator by Dee Henderson. This is my first Dee Henderson novel, and this one I am listening to on audio. I think I have like 5 chapters left, so I'm hopefully going to finish this bad boy today or tomorrow. But I am listening to it because of my mom's recommendation. You guessed it, for the reading vlog where my family members recommend books to me. Basically, it's about an FBI agent and a woman who's a professional negotiator in really bad criminal situations. So they meet in a hostage situation, but she is not a Christian. Basically, what I can gather is that this book is not just a romance, but it's it's really thrilling as well because, I mean, they're both cops. And so watching them tackle different situations that are really stressful has been really exciting and really thrilling to read about. But it also tackles some really tough topics in regards to the faith, and especially dating someone who's not a believer. So I'm really loving it. Oh, but I'm not going to say more than that because you're going to have to watch my reading vlog to hear my full thoughts. And another one that I hope to read either this month or next month is another audiobook, and it's called The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I did read a Lucy Foley novel at the beginning of July. No, it was like the end of June for a vlog, which should be out now. Past Hannah, if it is not out, this is future Hannah telling you to get it together. Get it together, girl. But I don't know a whole lot about what this is about, so I'm not going to try and butcher it. But it is a thriller, and it sounds really spooky, and so I'm looking forward to reading it during spooky season. That's all the books that are on my September/October TBR. Again, one of these I've already finished, one of them I'm almost done with, and two of these I for sure have to get to. So everything else is just kind of for fun. And this is Hannah, heart to heart, face to face, look me in the eye. This is not a list that you should be intimidated by because I will not read all these books. I will be lucky if I read half of these books. So don't let the extent of and the largeness of this list make you feel like you're not doing enough, because I'm not going to read all these. It's just my hope to get to them within the next month to 2 months to maybe 3 months. So I also wanted to mention that I do have plans for 3 videos to come out this month. The first is going to be my July wrap up, and then the second is going to be my August wrap up. I'm just going to do 2 videos on those. They'll be a lot shorter and a lot sweeter because in July I read 5 books and in August I read 5 or 6 books. Those will be easier to talk about just in 2 separate videos. I'd also like to get this reading vlog that I'm in the middle of filming up, which is me reading all of my book recommendations from my family members. So 2 of my sister-in-laws, my mom, and my mother-in-law all recommended books to me, and I'm almost done with that reading vlog. I'm finishing the 3rd book, and then I have 1 more book for it, and hopefully that'll get up within the next week and a half. But those are the videos that I for sure want to get up in the month of September. I also have plans to, even though it's not going to be immediate, to do something that I've been asked a lot, which is some YA or teen girl book recommendations. I have so many thoughts, but I kind of need to just gather them, and I might reach out to a couple of my aunts who they recommended books to me all through those years because they might remember some that I don't. So hopefully I'll be able to do that video, but it likely will not happen this month. And then I'd love to do a couple more standalone reading vlogs. I did one reading vlog where I read the #1 New York Times best-selling book, thriller. I did that in a reading vlog, and that was a lot of fun. And I was thinking that I might just pick a couple more books that I would like to just do one reading vlog on and just check in and out, as I'm progressing throughout that book. And I'd also love to do, hopefully before the end of the year, a video where I talk about my favorites or my 5-star books from 2020, because I have quite a few, and I've never talked about those books before, but they made my whole year, those books. There's some theology books thrown in there. There's some amazing thrillers, some awesome romances. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But hopefully I'll get to do a sit-down video where I talk about those at some point in the future. And if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave me a comment of if you've read any of the books that are on my TBR list for this month. I want to hear your thoughts. No spoilers, please. Please, no spoilers. But yeah, tell me if you've read any of them. What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Should I or should I not read some of these? Should I not read them? Just let me know in the comments below. And if you aren't subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe. It means so much to me, as every single one of you that subscribes. Seriously, it means a lot. And every time you like a video, every time you comment, all of those things mean so much to me. And it makes me even more excited to put out more content for you in the future. Thanks again so much for watching, and God willing, I will see you in the next video. Bye.